but I think I've hit a wall and I need additional help now.
Okay. Where do you think that wall's
Um,
at?
oh, I'm in gold one right now, but I keep bouncing back and forth between gold one and gold two just because like I die a lot as the ju in the jungle and I definitely fall behind on CS. Like something in my brain, I just need like help overcoming this hurdle on like how to get more CS as a jungler
I
other than
see.
mindlessly farming camps because that's not working.
I see. Because like the dying part, it's
Identifying
like
lanes.
the dying part's it's like, yeah, that's natural, and then it's like, man, I can give you the cheat codes on when we farm and when we
Right?
fight. Yeah. But then another part of me is like, what if I did it the super hard way, where I try to like
No, so yeah, yeah,
make
yeah.
you
I
figure it
guess
out
I'll
on
give
your
you
own?
no,
Hmm.
I'll give you some background. So like I'm a very so I don't play this game that I play World of Warcraft on like a very, very competitive level, like a top 10 US guild type stuff. So like
Okay.
I know how to game. It's just somehow like WoW is very scripted though, and League's not very scripted.
Yeah, once you get
My-
the script on jungle though, maybe it becomes that. Because
Yeah, that's
it's not
yeah,
like you do A B C, but you go A B and then you have chance, you have to choose C or D. And whether you choose one
right.
or the other is dependent on the game state, not the flow.
It's identifying those game states that I'm definitely struggling with though, like
Right, so
when
this will
to
be
do
easy then.
dragon, you know?
Yeah, if you're familiar with games, because I've done similar
Yeah.
things where, like in the last off season, I played Hearthstone quite a bit. I just played one
Oh, okay,
deck.
yeah.
Yeah, I just played one deck, and I was like, I fucking this ain't working. So then I got coaching, and it's basically just point me here, point me there, and off I go. Off I go
Yeah,
to
that's
Legend,
pretty
no
much what I
problem.
need. Like, yeah, like I do sales for people in WoW, like so they can get their ratings up in WoW and stuff like that too. But it's just like
Is that
something
like
about League,
boosting?
like, well, kind of. They're piloting their characters through it, like in PvE. I don't do PvP. I do the PvE side of things, where they just like show up and then die, and then we do the rest for them.
Wow, it's so stupid. All right.
WoW, trust me,
I
dude.
hate
I'm
that.
like,
Not that I hate that game, it's just it's so not for me. Do you know
no, no,
LS?
no, no. It's I mean, my sub's wearing off in 2 months, and then I'm done. So I'm pivoting to this after that. So
All right.
I
Yeah.
can't do it anymore.
All right. Let's look at a replay. Let's see what we're doing here. And then can you send me your OPGG?
Yeah.
Yeah, WoW's one of those games I never got into, luckily. But I never liked MMOs.
Nah, you're good. But, like WoW is like okay, WoW's like the best combat MMO. I'll say that, like compared to Final Fantasy and WildStar and all that shit. But what I just don't like the community, man. I play
Well,
a lot of Rumble
I'm
and
sh
Zach.
I'm sure the community changed over time too. So that has to be frustrating.
So I have a couple of friends that are in like very low diamond, and then I have a homie in Grandmaster that was trying to help me, and he was like, pick one champ or two champs and then just play the mess out of those. And I was just playing Zac and then Rumble, and that's all I've really been doing, just to like, I don't know,
But yeah, he's on
get
the
a
right
steady
track.
script.
It's like we want to
Yeah.
pro game this shit. Let's just do one thing until we figure
Yeah,
something out.
exactly. That's what they were saying. Like, just focus on one thing. And I was like, I like Zac and Sujani. He's like, well, try Rumble out. And I'm like, okay, try Rumble.
Alrighty, so we're doing Rumble or Zach?
I prefer Rumble just because like
Me too,
I
alrighty.
I
No
feel like I
explanation
can.
needed.
Okay, you get
Fuck Zach,
it.
yeah.
Yes, okay. I was having no luck on Zach.
Well, he's a fucking tank, you know? What are we doing? Tanking for
Yeah,
our
I can't
DPS
do
that's
anything.
that's gold one? Fuck that. Rumble burns him alive.
Exactly. And they don't expect it, I feel like.
With Rumble 2, your play pattern will be consistent, whereas Zach and most tanks will be chance on ganks. And that
Yeah.
will determine your power in game. Is there any
I feel like
particular
Rumble's awesome.
replay you want to watch?
I wanna I mean, I don't you're the expert on this, so I'll defer to you, but like is it better to look at losses or to look at wins to like, I don't know, see what's going on, or is there any particular games that you would like just not looking at it this from like the 50,000 foot overview, you know?
This one looks okay. I prefer something more even.
Because I definitely because like I said, I struggle on maintaining. I notice I always fall behind CS to enemy junglers, and like that was the one thing my homie was like, you got to just farm more. And I'm like, I feel like I'm farming my camps on cooldown. It's like, well, then farm the lanes. It's like, well, then they ping me away, and it's just like, yeah, well, fuck them. I'm
Well,
like,
it's all.
okay, well, I don't know when to do that though.
Wow, yeah, we're 122 Elise in. That's not good. It's about that tempo. You,
Yeah,
do you
and that's
understand
the
that?
part where it's like, I I feel like I will once someone holds my hand through it. So,
Already. And then this
if that
part's,
makes sense.
yeah, this part's particularly like once we see it, then like we could do a live game like some other
Yeah.
time, and that's like when it's so funny because like with lower ranked players that don't have like any clue, it's like I'm on their ass, just they're just jacking off. I'm like, next camp, this
Yeah, next
dragon,
camp, do
hurry
this.
up, go go
Like I
go.
always try, and like I don't know if this is the right. So like I'm all like a very analytical person too. So I like look up the guides and shit for this, and like look at like what my clear time should be, and I try and adapt that. But like I don't know. I'll just let you like you're the man on this. So
Okay, so you start raptors, and then one of the options
hmm
you have is to do raptors into your golems instead of red first.
yeah, I actually so before I've wrote that down because I'm gonna start doing that because I don't like going into red second. It feels like it gets me really low.
Yeah, where you don't have the W, that's a bit confusing because the W is a
hmm
lower cooldown and it maintains Rumble's heat. So then you get more
hmm
overheats like over time.
Makes sense.
So it'd be like finish the Raptors W towards the golems with the movement speed. And then both the Q and W are back up by then. And then it's the same deal. So you do those two minor camps into the buff. And then when you go to blue side, like Wolf's into Gromp and then blue buff. So then in the second
Okay.
full clear, the Raptors are up, the golems are up faster. And then it's the same deal with the Wolves and Gromp. Whereas you'd be finishing Wolves and then be waiting around for the Grom to respawn. Something like
Yep.
that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so you take a lot of damage, but it'll be okay. Now, let's see. Why do you skip the camps here? Samira is low. What are you
Yeah.
thinking?
So at this point, like I'm trying to get a lot better at pressing tab, looking at lanes and stuff. So when I look down here, I was like, okay, Samira is below half. Wave is like kind of pushing towards us, so I might be able to get like a flash, just burn her up. But that's where my mind was at this point.
Right. And then
And
what are
also her support's not there, so
right? What are you wagering for this chance?
ugh. I mean, at the time, I was like 80% in my mind though. Like
Like
you
80%
know,
that this play works out?
yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'm with you with that, but what are you giving up for the chance of the play?
Giving up that the enemy team knows my location then, and they'll be able to press tab and see that I've only cleared 3 camps, and if the other junglers paying attention, they could go to my blue side.
Right. Our blue side, and then also the respawn timers of the camps.
hmm
With any of the full clear junglers, that gets a bit dicey. Alrighty, let's see it. Oh,
So
okay.
Drum,
He
yep,
just
see,
runs away at the speed of light.
debated.
Okay.
I don't remember this game from like this was this morning, so
Top side. Yeah, the clear needs some work.
yeah,
He should be overheating
definitely.
more and then taking less damage. Now where it is, you got me. How the fuck did we have more teams? How the fuck are we level 4 off this?
I think I yoinked some XP in the bot lane. I think, but I don't know. I was surprised too at this point because I'm like, wait a second. Normally I'm 4 here.
Now, whenever you start Raptors, there's kind of an onus for you to get back to the respawning Raptors. I mean, it's the same deal to the respawning Gromp.
Oh,
So after you
okay.
finish your clear,
Okay.
you can enter the river. So to do blue into this and then back to this kind of sucks. Because once you're in the river, you want to stay in the river. And then when you're in the river, you have the option gank top, invade, gank mid, or even fight in the river for the scuttle.
And you never gank top, so.
It's going to take you a while. And then if we have nothing, a bada bing, bada boom, back to the red side. And we have a little snack on the way out.
So at
Then
this
you could,
point, like to me, this is like something in my mind where I'm looking at this and I see the state of the wave up there, and I know top just died, so he's running back, or he just got the kill, so that's why he was resetting and coming back and letting the wave crash in. Like, shit, like, is it ever appropriate to like wait there for the top jungle, or like the top laner to come back and like try and get off a gank, or
So we're clearing
I
this.
don't know.
Allow is pushing.
Yeah.
Shit. Allow is pushing. What do you think she does after she pushes this wave?
Recalls.
Okay, so do you want to gank that?
Well, then like that's what I'm like in my mind. It's like, do you wait for her to come back and then get her, or do you just waste more time and then go to the Raptors, like you're saying?
Oh, wait for her to come back. We'll watch this. Hold on. Alrighty. It's 4:53.
I guess even looking at replays, this is something I
Wink.
could be doing more. All right, gotcha.
We would have waited. That would have been 30
I'm gonna wait a
seconds.
minute.
Now that's like 3.5 camps right there.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, not worth. Hextech Alternator back to the bot side. Nice, and Scuttle's here. What? Hey!
Yeah.
Do the Scuttle.
Do the scuttle. Always do scuttle.
Yeah, Scuttle's right there. Let's get level
Okay.
5. That guy's level 5. We're not level 5. L. If you have level 5, you have item advantage. He hasn't recalled. W.
Okay.
Dragon? That's a team issue. You know, this is a group effort right here. Fuck that.
This is also like.
And then,
This is also
just like the
yeah.
bot lane gank, you have to weigh. What am I giving up? Shabink. Shabink. So this is where you're
Okay.
running. This is where like you're
That
losing your
clicks.
tempo. Yeah. So until these are done, like you don't have a turn to do this. I'm sure there's something like this in WoW, like order of abilities and whatnot. But yeah.
That's exactly what I'm correlating it to. Like, if you have, like, you don't pop your 3-minute cooldown because like your minute, like, okay, you want to use all of your cooldowns at the same time, so it makes sense to hold your 2-minute cooldown if your 3-minute one is going to come up. And in this sense, it's like you want to wait you want to do your camps and then do the dragon.
That was the worst
looking at
cannon ulti I have ever. Nobody took any damage.
Yeah.
Smite that fucking Scuttle. You get level 5 schmack. They're both dead. God bless.
I also think this cannon's name was like Tate Top G or something, so that felt kind of good to mow him down.
For Tate top G.
Yeah.
With less CS than Diana. He's not rich, huh? He's a brokey.
No.
Brokey
Yeah.
cannon. See how long
No.
this shit takes?
Yeah.
That's why it's a group effort. Like, before we do Dragon 2, we want level 5 in general on most champions. Why is that?
I don't know the answer to that.
Okay, well, once we hit level 5, turn 2 on jungle, nobody's hitting level 6, like, neither jungler. So if you're level 5, you get to compete with the level 6 solo laners, the level 4, level 5 bot laners. If you're level 5, or if you're level 4, you're too weak for everyone. Level 5, you can contend.
That makes sense.
Level 5 gives you your armor, your HP, and also more points in the abilities.
All that juicy, yep.
Rumble has
like a
fucked up
moped,
base armor. Ridiculous ass
Yeah.
champion. Alrighty.
Goofy, but I love him.
Yep, L. L on this, like dying, and then like you are shit behind tempo. Because
Yes.
regular
Yep.
Rumble is now level 5.5, and this red buff gives him level 6. So welcome to hell. It's full clear,
That's-
full clear purgatory that we're in.
That actually, so the exact scenario that you're, it's like, this is why I want to talk to you about this. Honestly, like it's because this does happen to me in nearly every game where it's like I'm in full clear purgatory, and now it's like, wait a second, what if I just do the camps instead of the objectives?
Right. So you skip the step, I see. Turn 2, not time for the
yeah.
objectives until
Yep.
everything's done. You know?
Mm-hmm.
This is our responsibility. Once these are done, you know, maybe we can help out the other departments. You know, we did our job today. We can go over to fucking wherever
Yes,
we
sir.
can help them out.
Yes, sir. Gotcha.
God bless Ketchup XP too. This fucking Raptors gave us level 6. What the fuck?
Bro, I know. I've taken so much advantage of the catch-up XP.
I like that shit on like the aggressive junglers like Silas, just bullshit ones. But like, holy shit. Echo especially. Just skip like
Fuck Echo.
four. Yep. Okay.
Was me using Rift in that situation like okie dokie, or should I have not?
It's like it's like a
It's kind of
40.
whatever.
It's like a 40%. The real shebang was Rift is when you kill someone and then you drop it, because then you can take the
Okay,
whole
gotcha.
turret. You, your
Juice.
ally, the minions, and the Rift Herald are hitting the turret. No one's defending it.
Gotcha. Okay, so if enemy laner gets smoked, then pop.
Yep,
Then
and it
pop
doesn't even have to
Herald.
be you
Okay.
killing them. If your allies do it, you can show up
Yeah,
as you're
yeah.
farming.
And then free plates. Free gold. Clear God. I don't know if as well, like, I think I get maybe a little too hyper fixated on finishing my jungler item too. That's like upgrading the smite.
Yeah, it's probably
Is
just
that
some
like
beginner shit. I don't know. It'll just,
okay? Okay, it'll click. Okay, I won't
yeah,
worry about it then. All right, all right.
it's really about the mid game shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's usually like the trifecta. Like we farmed the camps, we get the level lead, the jungle item completes itself, and you have item lead. Like,
Oh yeah, it does. Okay, yeah.
yeah. So all those things just happen naturally in League. It's nothing to aim at particularly.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're aiming at that, you'll miss like the play. The play is way more
Yeah.
important.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing with the League too. It's like you have to have your eyes open and be aware.
That, and I feel like I wish I could be in multiple places at the same time some games, and it's just like, man.
Yeah, I get that from the low elo junglers all the time right now. It's probably where the season is ending. They're like, he ganked and I didn't. I'm like, yeah, but you farmed like 6, 7 camps. It's fine.
No, and it's like when I'm watching the minimap too, and I just see like, I mean, I had like one game today where it was like, it just felt like there was a kill happening every 30 seconds, and I'm just farming my jungle. Like, all right, guys, have fun. Like, I'm just gonna be in here. Like,
So you kill bot lane. Good. Now you have 2 options. What are they?
at this state, okay,
Yep.
with the knowledge that you have imparted, given me, uh, get my red, or help shove, or go back to farming camps, or help bot lane shove bottom out.
Okay. And then once you shove, are you going to hit the turret?
Yes,
Why?
because there's plates up.
Plates are down.
No. Oh, I thought it was 15 minutes. Sorry, the
But that means
quality. I
that
thought it was
it
14.
means the turret is weaker though. So who can defend the turret?
No one, because well, they're jungler, but what? Then he would be
Exactly.
giving up his
Exactly.
tempo.
Yeah, Lee Sin. If Lee Sin's defending that, he's not ganking mid. That's pretty good. So,
Mm-hmm.
if you go back to your camps, Lee Sin can gank mid, and you have no response. That's pretty bad.
Very bad.
Right. So we kill the bad guys, and then generally we want to look to take an objective. Dragon's down, and
Yeah.
we can attack this, so let's attack that. Then after we attack this, we can always choose back to camps or recall. Both can be good. But
Heck
here,
yeah.
probably push and then attack the turret. Rumble has this passive which gives him a shit ton of attack speed too. So he hits turrets pretty well.
Is it like so? If Dragon was up in this situation, prioritize Dragon over Tower, or
It
is that kind of
depends.
hard to say?
It depends.
Yeah. Okay, I
What,
figured. Yeah.
like, I would like to take the turret more because you guys can always fight for the dragon later. 2-2 dragons doesn't really matter.
Okay.
The turret's permanent, more gold on allies, easier for them to play. I like things like that. And the turret's right here, right now. Maybe if
That's a.
everyone's moving towards dragon,
I always
harder.
thought I always thought people were messing with me. Like the towers don't respawn, but the dragon does. It's like, wait, you're right. The towers don't respawn. I don't know, just stupid shit like that. It clicks with me. So
And Lee Sin tried to gank, but no kick. Okay. Farm your camps! Thank you.
yes, chef.
Chasing the fucking Lee Sin? No, 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 no.
No, 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 no.
If we're attacking this, we are giving like this, whoops, like
Hmm.
this for that, and that's good. If Lee Sin's doing this shit, we do not care. Alrighty. So then that was another situation in which like we're to the camp slower, but for a different reason. Onto Rift Herald, has no allies. Now here you would have to follow the play. So you finished
Okay.
your camps. Diana has taken mid. Kai'Sa's pushing bot. So if you were to start Rift Herald, they would all have to like do a world tour up there.
Hmm.
Yon's dead. So what do you want to do? You're also sitting on 1,700 gold.
Yeah, I'm rich right now in the worst kind of way. Like I don't know how this game goes, so even though I was here, reset, go for Herald, and well, reset, see where everyone else is at, because I see the enemy team has bonus objectives as well too, and that's a really cool mechanic. Um, so I try to stop that from happening with like dragons and Rift Heralds as well too, but I would definitely want to reset. And what would I get? My T2 boots,
A
probably a
shit
dark
ton of
steel.
AP.
Yeah, a lot of yeah.
Sorkpin boots, Dark Seal, Blasting Wand, maybe?
Yep.
1,100.
Or amp.
Yeah, it'd be amped on.
Either way, more AP, more power.
Right, and then as we enter the mid game here, what's your aim?
Um,
Turrets are down.
I I like getting, and maybe this is like I don't know the wrong. I don't know.
Let it
I
rip.
like getting souls. I want to try and get soul buff for the team as quick as because it's like in my mind it's like yeah the buffs aren't that big but like the shit adds up in this game I feel like so I always try and go for dragons. I'll go for like objective one dragons. Then I'll look to push lanes into getting towers, and then if you can get a cheeky Baron, then do that. But also farm camps.
Uh,
But actually, this brings up a question that I had. When is it like, and I know it's like, it depends, but like, any insight onto when to farm camps versus when to farm lane minions to push lanes down? Like, that's something I also need help with.
what depends? As you go into
Yeah.
the mid and late game, like taking the side lane waves is more viable,
Mhm.
but it really depends on the soul lane. So in this
Okay.
case, both soul lanes are fed, so we don't have to do that ever. So,
Okay.
right, you're saying dragons, and then there's something
Mhm.
else that I'm seeing. You guys are strong. What are you thinking?
Herald, for sure.
It's not an objective.
End the game by just going down mid and
Oh,
getting the
oh,
Nexus.
okay, A-Ramming is an option, but we could do it a bit
Yeah.
more, a bit
No,
more
I don't know. I don't know
sophisticated.
the secret sauce I'm missing here.
Okay, well, what is Rumble good at? He's not good at invades. He's good at following up with ally CC and whatnot.
Terrorism. Oh, true. Yeah, he's good at that too.
Okay, he's not great at split pushing.
Nope.
What is this guy good at?
He is good at following up on or initiating, um, especially with Diana or because Yumi isn't really so on targets that are CC'd, just dropping an ult on them, just team fights in general. Rumble is really good at. I
Yeah,
feel like.
yeah, he's good at team fights, and he's also good at skirmishes. So skirmish is like multiple people fighting in one spot.
Mm-hmm.
So that requires us to be up the map, and that's basically the play we're looking for. In League, you have this river, which is like the neutral point in a way. If you're in that river, then you have the option to go forward or go backwards. So you get to choose. So you're trying to get to this neutral point. And then when your team has a big lead like this, all the outer turrets are down, then you can kind of occupy this sort of space. And as you're doing that, if the enemy opts into any fight, you're winning. They take a fight on your ground that you've earned, and Rumble just shits on them from that position, especially when you're fighting with your allies. Diana, Yone, any of them. And then if a fight happens, if you're up the map, then bada bing, bada boom, you can respond to top lane, respond to mid lane. and things like that.
I like it. I never thought of it from that type of perspective. Like when you just drew those lines like that, and it's like, okay, that makes sense. It's this simple shit that I just needed. That I just like, I don't know. You
Doesn't
saying
piss you
this, and it's
off
like,
learning
duh.
the new game? Doesn't piss you off? So I hate fucking like playing TFT. I barely know shit, and it's like, dude, someone draw the
Man,
lines.
it's like when someone introduces you to like a new add-on in WoW or something. And it's like, wow, this completely trivializes everything that I've been doing. It's like, man, it literally kind of just plays the game for you. Well, okay, not, you know what I mean when I say that. Hopefully, like, it's
Yep.
just it's more tools to be able to not just stand around and not do anything.
Wondering
I don't think I can
lost.
let it.
Okay, finally, somebody gets the fuck in there. Should use your E onto the Leona. Whenever someone dies,
Okay.
you can use that first E.
It's a shred too. I forget that.
Whoa, Nelly. Okay.
Yeah. Whoa. I was just holding the tower for him, you know. I was being a good teammate. Don't look.
This dragon.
I win.
Big. What? Got the dragon.
My life for ire.
We finally get a recall off.
I mean, how annoying. So, like, I mean, you're obviously very good at, like, how much hair do you pull out watching this shit sometimes?
None.
None? Oh, okay,
I mean,
okay.
I've done this forever, and I've also, like, particularly, it's like I'm good at coaching the beginner and the fucking pro. Like,
Yeah, how long have you been doing this? I just recently came across your content and stuff on YouTube, so I wish I came across it sooner, but
yeah, I probably started coaching at least season 4, and then, like,
really?
yeah, and then on and off.
Wow.
And then way more involved around season 9 up until, not season 9, like season 10? Like season 10
Gotcha,
or
gotcha.
11 up until now.
Well, cool, cool. Farming the camp, chef.
Especially with beginner players, like, there's this one coaching session I had where I can be kind of crass, like with the boys, you know, just like with the boys in Discord being
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of a retard. And then one time I was like that with a beginner player, and they're like, I thought I was gonna have like a fun session, and then like you kind of hurt my feelings effectively, and I was like, oh my god,
Ah, see,
and
I
that
didn't mean to
changed
do.
me forever. So then I
I
fucking
gotcha.
yeah, and I became the guy of all time of not doing that.
Hey, I mean,
Like making fun of their play, I was like, no.
you don't want to be like the next Tarzan?
Oh my god, the exact opposite. Holy fuck. Alrighty. Let's see. Because at this point, it's like, we play for the fights, but that's the nice part about League 2, the same patterns that you would play out in the early game would play into now, where if you're on these things faster and they're done faster, you're in a better position. And as you go
Yeah.
into the mid game, I kind of mentioned this in the videos too, it's like, in the mid game, if a fight happens, if you farm this, and then this, it will probably give you a level up. And then after that level up, if something happens, sure, you can skip these 2 camps. Because these camps won't make you any stronger right then and there.
Hmm.
But here, it's like we're just too slow.
Yep. I know I'm definitely slow on my jungling.
And there's going to be
Trying
no
to pick it up.
correcting it in the moment. But if you identify like that you're there too slow, you could even go back and watch it and be like, and find the moment where, you know, you wasted time, and then just delete that. Do that a couple hundred times, and bang, you're good.
Oh. Nice, Ooh.
Freaking nice, You guys are on one for pushing this shit. 2 melee
Yeah.
champs hitting a base turret, that'll show you. Okay.
Yeah, but then Lee Sin tries to fight the flamethrower 1v1.
Has 2 null magic mantles. Honestly, he has way better items. What the fuck? He has black cleaver. And your E shreds to 7.
Yep.
Rumble's real cool.
Rumble's very fun. No one expects the damage from him.
Wait till you get good at this flashing and shit. This champion's egregious.
Yeah, I'm
The
very
overheat.
happy with this.
Yeah. That'd be another fun thing, like in another session, if you get like clean with a macro. More so you get a handle on it, and then we're consistently
Yeah.
strong. Then it comes down to the mechanics and how you play the fights, and it's like, oh yeah. Let's
Oh yeah,
fucking...
we're feeling it.
Well, it's like that's a league. That's fucking the beast part. How
Yeah.
you simply play the simple champion simply well. It's so fucking beast, I swear.
Yeah. I mean, I've got the one guy that was like trying to coach, like I do how he helps me do the sale stuff, but he's just a Tryndamere one trick, and he just plays Tryndamere, and it's just like, man, I know you just play Tryndamere, but like he plays it at like such a high level to me that it's like it's insane. Like, I don't know.
Alright, we reset, inhibs down, they're fighting down here. What are you thinking?
Helping the team out, either by going mid or going bot to follow them up and help them out.
Okay. I'm thinking we go bot and then contest this. If we kill the bad guys, bang, we get the objective.
Bing, bang, bong.
Especially in low elo too, even if you wanted to like just do this, Baron, it's not happening. Everyone's...
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, everyone's doing the fight, be there, be square.
Yes.
It's team deathmatch. But you gotta be good at team deathmatch.
I like how Kennen popped his ult in my ult and then just stayed in it. That was really cool of him to do that. Some top G shit right there.
Alright, we got the threat.
And I'm just trying to end the game by hitting the Nexus, but you know,
I thought we were gonna
yeah, I was trying. I was like, please, just hit the Nexus.
Okay. Now instead of moving in, if you hold your ground and press Q, you're dealing the same damage. But then there's not three bad guys on top of us.
True, and that so just turn around, press the stop attack or the hold, and then just
Yeah, use the S key.
melt them. Yep.
And you're just standing there menacingly. They move in, we press E. They move in, we W, kiting, and then smite, and then fucking wiggle, dodge Q. And you're buying a lot more space, a lot more time.
I hate the skin too. I stopped using it after this game, I think. It's a little bad. I just didn't like it.
The Super Galaxy one, whenever I was playing a lot of Rumble, was the juice.
He just doesn't shut up when you're playing Super Galaxy.
Oh yeah, I turned the voice lines off. That shit is so whack. There's this champion called Nico, so fucking annoying. I turned off the voice things and never turned it back on. Let's see, Rumble. Dog shit, whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh god. Yuck. Holy fuck, he has some bad skins.
Dude, I just go basic Rumble.
Holy shit. Okay.
He doesn't have much.
Okay, doke. Thoughts?
I took a lot of I mean, like I was taking notes as well. Just farming camps a lot more is something I gotta get much gooder at. Starting wraps, go back to wraps. That was a point that didn't click in my head until, you know, you said it here. So that's something I'm gonna start focusing on. Get the scuttle. Smite the scuttle. That was
Smite that fucking scuttle.
Smite the scuttle.
Do you run the ability haste shard?
I like using, so I was using Scorch instead of the movement speed one. Yeah, instead of Nimbus Cloak. You think Nimbus Cloak's the play on him?
Yep.
Okay.
It gives you too much in and too much out in a fight. Since this champion doesn't have a bunch of dashes or movement speed.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't need that extra damage either. This champion's on fucking meth.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, Rumble also hard counters tanks, so I'm not sure what the jungle meta will be going into season 14, but if they're strong, then he wins. And then if AP champions are strong, they're generally squishy, so you might have an edge there. But then into like AD champs that are assassins, Rumble generally loses, and into bruisers, it's somewhat even, depending on like the game state. Alrighty, give me
Oh,
these fucking keys.
blue trinket versus red trinket. Is there like, because I try and look at, like, WoW is just like a fucking book where you can look this stuff up and like there's guides for literally everything, but like because League, again, it's like it depends on a lot of the situation. Like, when do you do like red versus blue?
Red helps you against bruisers, blue helps you against a bunch of range champs that you can't get on top of, and then green helps you against tanks.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know
Green,
this stuff doesn't really, are these going away in the next
no, they stay
patch
the
or?
same.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then green HP, slow in damage, and then the movement speed. The movement speed is like always going to be when we're on the sidelines.
Hmm.
And then
A
since
lot of these, a lot of these guides like tell you what to build, but they don't like tell you why to do it. And sometimes I'm not trying to be like that annoying kid. Like, why? Why do you do that? It's like something I have to know why, otherwise, like, it just bothers me. So,
yeah, I got a hint of that with the TFT shit. It's like I just look up a set and then it's like
yeah,
this, and I'm like, yeah, well, the stats are there. I can't wait till AI like gives us a why for any of
yeah,
this shit.
please, just yeah. Chat GPT, tell me what.
And I'm like, surely that's coming this year. This other guy said next year, and I'm like, nah, we hit the singularity in like 10 years. Like, come on.
Yeah, come on.
All right, so here's the clear. Pull these bad boys in, and there's just autos and Qs on this shit. Getting a leash on red can be okay. If you had a lane to actually path towards, the double full clear is like if the lanes are slow and there's nothing to attack early. Moving. This bad boy will walk right into you. Shipping. The Raptor's range, so whenever its autos on cooldown, it will move towards you more. And you smite the golems so that it dies sooner, so that it respawns sooner. Pull these bad boys to the left. Basically just using that W as soon as it's up to build up the overheat. Because you want to
Yeah,
maintain that overheat like
I
onto the big
I
cams.
saw like a couple of patches ago they made it easier for him to overheat, and I was like, wow, that's cool that they did that.
Yep. Yeah, because they mega nerfed him in the jungle and then they added that back to make him like B tier.
He's my B tier though.
It's the same shit I'm doing in TFT actually. I run a B tier set because nobody can test it.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah. See,
like,
you
I can
get
actually play it. And then as
good
soon as
one.
that fire is up, it's like, yeah, we're kiting. And then we would
Kite
overheat
after
with the
fire.
W,
Okay.
so then we use the Q instead, holding that. And then into the Gromp, pull it towards us. Both the abilities as soon as they're up. And then here, again, we would overheat, so waiting.
Yeah, you're so much more
EQ.
healthier
Ah!
too.
Does the E use 20? It does. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
it does. Yeah.
I should have QE'd.
Okay, that's good to know.
And it's like always pulling into the next one too. I forgot to say that part. Save your smite for the scuttle. Even if you don't get this scuttle, you might have more opportunities. E moving. And you can move the scuttle towards the lane you want to gank. So if it'd be top lane or mid lane.
Okay.
And then after this, bang, you have options. Are we going here? Are we going up there? Are we going over? Am I resetting? Am I going back to my Raptors? Choose! There's Trinimer push top with 2 HP. Okay, I'll flank around.
Okay, we'll go there.
Through the river is bullshit. It's always flank around this red side. And then if not, or if you're lucky, then you cross through mid. And once again, you have option. Raptor, Scuttle. Lucky Scuttle. And then if not, the consistent Raptors. Faster you clear these, the better. And then after we clear these, that's the real shebang.
That's that good.
Ding. Wow, not overheated. Schmack. Schmack.
Something so simple, but seeing you like, and listen, I'm sure you've heard it all, but duh, killing the Krugs at the same time so both the little ones pop out. That's just
Big.
it makes so much sense when you do it, but it's like, why didn't I figure that? I'm fucking retarded.
You're a beginner.
Like, yeah.
You have to focus on pressing Q, it's fine.
Yeah.
So as you kill those golems, reset, and you get to the wolves basically at the same time.
I've
spamming
been
these
playing
fucking
that.
abilities as we get there.
I've been playing this game since Ari came out, but I've just been playing ARAMs. I haven't been doing like rank shit, but I've been having a lot of fun with it.
And then we're on the wolves again.
hmm
Kiting. Until it queues up. Finish wolves. And then we can choose to skip Gromp, but we're probably not skipping Gromp.
Okay.
This bad boy's a lot of XP. You can use the smite right here. Schmuck. Eat, moving. And then once again, bang, we're in the river. Like fucking nothing happened, and then bang, we're in position for a play. Up
Like
there,
what we do.
up there, and then if you're bot side in the early game, bang, you have dragon. Next season will
hmm
be the void grubs right here anyway, so it doesn't matter which one you path to, you'll have an objective. But mainly it's like you get here, you put down your fucking control ward, and then you occupy the enemy jungler if you're stronger, go fight him, go find him on a camp, kick his ass, and then if not, you have flank on the lanes. The flank is going to be so much easier to get anything going on someone. So you maintain your
Yeah.
lead. Here we are. And then we're behind them. Hello! Oh. Bink. I'll show them to exist. And then, okay, play's over. Back to the Raptors. No problem. Raptors, Golems, level 6. GG.
Perfect.
And anytime there's a misstep in any of those sequences, it
hmm
becomes pretty obvious, at least on that double full clear path. You'll have the option to just clear the camps towards a lane, gank that lane, reset,
hmm
full clear up to that lane again and again and again. But then it somewhat forces you to keep hitting the same lane. With that one, it gives you options. You get more bang for your buck, where you get stronger.
Got it. Perfect. That's awesome. So I just need to farm more. That's my takeaway from this right now too.
Yep, but putting
And
yourself
getting
on
that
that
halving
sequence
down.
will make it like pretty obvious,
hmm
and then it will like show you like where your options are too. Yeah, and then in terms of the runes in the build, it looks all right. Definitely take the
Yeah, we
Nimbus
talked
over
about that.
Scourge,
Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna start doing that.
and then probably scaling HP since we're always farming.
HP instead of armor.
Yep,
Okay.
there'll be times to take the armor if you're into like early game junglers. Like into Kindred, it could be okay.
hmm
Into Xin Zhao, it's good. And it's basically always the same runes. That's where Rumble's pretty good too. Like
Yeah.
where you're just beginning to, it's like thank God we don't have to do situational shit.
I noticed that with him. I was like, thank God.
Fuck, Night Harvester's removed next season.
Yeah. What do you do on him then? Like,
That's a great question now. Let's do some research here. Because like you can go Proto Belt, but Proto Belt won't give Magic Pin anymore. So you'll still have the dash.
same.
It's way cheaper, and then we'll
Oh
have it
wait, yeah.
sooner. So then it would be like, what's his second item? Probably one of these burst ones. So he could have Leandries that would give him damage over time and HP.
Is demonic still in, or is that going too?
I'm pretty sure Demonic's gone.
I think. Yeah. So it'd be definitely Leandri's. Yeah. It's wow. Okay. Yeah. So
Yeah,
definitely Leandri's then.
Leandries would have the burn for the that Demonic does. That's so bad
Yep.
for champs like a Mumu. Holy shit.
He's I. Yeah. I don't like a moo.
Look at
He
this.
just does nothing.
Demonic lol. Don't talk shit on a Mumu, okay? We're friends.
Yeah.
And he has it
Oh, my bad.
rough.
My bad.
Yeah, he has it
He does
rough.
have a.
He has funny looking feet.
Hey, some people are into that though.
Yeah, well, he's just looking for a friend, not like that.
Ah, gotcha, gotcha.
Yeah, he's lonely. 3K. Okay, 75 AP, more HP. And then we don't get the numbers on this shit. Ay, ay, ay. It's balanced, but holy shit, that build path is worse for like the tank junglers.
Yeah,
Uh,
because what? Yeah, that I don't know.
yeah. Nashor's Tooth, Lich Bane. We're not building any of this shit. So it'd be like a 3K item. Dude, it's so weird. Zonias and Banshees give so much fucking ability power.
Holy, everyone builds them now anyway. It feels like.
Oh, we can't build this. Ah. So
No,
it's
that's mana. Gross.
Storm Surge gives you movement speed, a fuck ton of AP, and then this like passive. So that would be like more burst, which is okay.
Dealing
But
35% of it. Yeah, I mean, he'll definitely do that.
let me look at ability power. Whack, Horizon doesn't work. That's a
Yeah.
healing item. Rylize. Rylize is okay, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, it's 75 AP. Like,
Proto Belt into Rylize would be totally doable.
God, that'd be so annoying. You just you got a fucking proto belt Rylai's just rumble ult to the dome. Like,
Into Void Staff, that'd be doable too. I need to fucking feel the Leandri's damage. But yeah,
yeah.
so first
I
item
mean,
will
I bet
probably be Proto Bell next season.
they're probably just gonna copy Demonic's burn onto Leandri's. Hopefully. I mean, wait, is Ghostcrawler still doing the league stuff, or is he out?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. See, WoW, you get like kind of personable with the devs because they do like that convention shit every year, and you can go and just drink with them and talk shop.
Who's gonna get nerfed? Who's gonna get
Yeah,
buffed?
mages get buffed. That's all we ever get in our games.
Damn, Shadow Flame's more expensive too.
Yeah,
It's totally Proto Bell. It is like a billion and a half
it's so
percent Proto
cheap.
Bell. But we
It's
don't
60 AP, 300, like, and it's ability haste for like what?
or we don't get the damn magic pen. That's like the tricky part for me. But it'll work. How do I
There's
get
not much that gives ability haste anymore either, is there? They're getting
Nope.
rid of that.
Nope.
Yeah.
They're making it hard.
So that's like one of the few. Oh, that's an item. Oh, tank rumble.
Right, so it'd be Storm Surge or Shadow Flame second. I see. So for like hard winning, Shadow Flame, and then if we're going even or losing or need HP, it would be Rylai's or Leandri's. Probably Leandri's because that gives you damage. These two combined would be like, yeah, you have utility, but holy fuck.
Yeah, but you do nothing.
Even if you were level 11, like,
How
good
much
luck.
AP does Rylai's give?
75.
75. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's not bad for 2600.
it's a pretty good mid-range item. But that's always the crux is that it has the passive of slowing, and then
Yeah.
you're giving up in slot an item that would have a damage passive. That's going to be a percentage HP damage, like or burst damage.
It's absolutely Leandr, like it's Proto Belt Leandries, I think, but
Yeah. Into Death Capital for winning, Shadow Flame, Zonia's Void Staff, like some of those, depending
mhm.
on. And then the runes would be exactly the same. None of those change. That's nice. And then the
Hooray.
jungle itself on your side will be the exact same. They did it pretty smart. When you're doing your own jungle, you won't feel the difference. But as you enter the river, then that changes. And then the enemy jungle, how you can enter it changes.
I saw that, yeah, but it's like doesn't mean much for me at like my current playstyle, so what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, on Dragon, there's like a huge ass rock. So it would give you much easier, like linear left and right rumble ultis
Nice.
around both Baron, Rift, and Dragon. So I think
As a
that'll be
fellow
good for
low
him.
elo player, people love to stand in rumble ults, so it's nice.
They don't even know what's happening.
They don't. They just like, why am I dead?
I'll just be dying to it.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay. So a brief recap here. So we don't lose track as you go across things here.
Yes, sir.
The first thing, what are you thinking?
Um, it's so my just because you went over it, and it's something I'm gonna probably adapt into every game now. Minus invasions or whatever might be going on. Is like if you start Raptors, you go back to Raptors as soon like when your clear's done. That way, you can just keep that tempo going in your favor, which in turn leads to farming more camps.
So how would you summarize that?
Uh, Start Raptors, go back to Raptors. That's how I summarized it for me when I was writing stuff down. So
Okay. If start Raptors, double full clear. Options. from the river, then you have options. If you skip the Wolf's
Yep.
Gromp, after the double full clear, you go to hell, okay? Careful.
Yep. 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 Gotcha.
And
Gotcha.
then
Don't want to do
second,
that. Uh, and I know it's like uh, farm more, like just keep camps going. Like don't just see that the
right,
timer's at five
like,
minutes or
well,
6 minutes
we
and
have
want to do a
cycling the
dragon.
camps. After the camps,
Um,
we're strong, and then we try
we
to.
follow the team, follow the plays.
That's part of it. What do the plays do for us? What are we trying to do?
Keep our tempo going in our favor.
Okay, you're thinking too highly here.
Okay, my bad, my bad.
Kill the bad guy.
Okay,
Take objective.
gotcha.
If you didn't kill the bad guy, reset. Repeat. step step one.
You put it in the best way. You put it like, and I know you put it in like a very eloquent way. I'm not gonna lie, like it's very helpful.
Kill the bad.
That is, dude. Like, hey, it works. Like,
uh, and then step three.
um,
This was with the lines on the map
that's it.
as we're
So
entering the
river,
late game.
yeah, the neutral point. Watch. So hover near the neutral points, and then watch where the plays are being made.
We occupy
Okay. Wall
as
Street.
offensive position as possible. So instead of that, we occupy neutral. And
Okay.
then because you're there, you have the option to react, or you have the chance. You're in the good position so that you can react. And then how you react, it's all Jesus from there. But you get to practice making those choices. So long that like you get there, we're in a good spot. So I'll say obtain and occupy neutral mid to late game. And then even in losing games, this can be a fun part, trying to see how much ground you can gain and whatnot. Because, like walking into the enemy jungle when you're behind sucks, but also sitting under turret and doing nothing also sucks. So trying to find,
Yeah.
yeah, trying to find that funny spot in which you can do a little something rather than totally eating shit or totally owning the enemy. The middle part is where the real juice is at in this game. Because at the end of the day, the enemy has to
True.
opt into a fight for you to have a real shebang. Otherwise, you slowly bleed them out. So, alrighty, I think that's good.
I like it. That's definitely very helpful for me. I'll definitely probably hit you up again in the future.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see where you're at, especially like a couple weeks into the season.
Yes,
And
sir.
yeah, and then from there, I hope that we can just talk about like the mechanics.
Yes, I
Smack
would.
the fuck.
Yes.
Yeah, being like confident and comfortable on the champion, then like, yeah, how to smack them good.
Yes, sir. All right, I'll get good at smacking and then I'll hit you back up.
Alrighty, best of luck.
Thanks,
Good talking
boss.
to you. Yep.
Peace.
Bye. Beep, beep, beep.